Today we are going to be doing
Okay.
the quietest live stream on Earth.
Especially for Dark Souls, because as you might know, Dark Souls is a very
Especially for
ragey
Dark Souls, because this game is very difficult, and I broke a plate yesterday while I was playing and fighting, flipping, what's his face? Okay. I'm not letting you explain the rules, because I'm doing the quietest live stream ever. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe on this video.
And
Dude, put your sign down or I'm kicking you from my footy.
I will give
what are you
you
doing?
any.
I will kick you from the footy.
I will beat you up.
Guys, stop.
I will find where you live, and I will eat everything you own. Okay?
Guys,
I will stuff it up
Put your sign
my butthole
down.
and puke it out, and then eating again.
Miles, you're just a cancer. You're just an absolute cancer.
Oh,
Cancer is not something to joke around with.
Yeah, I have a girlfriend who died of a brain tumor. I know.
Jesus Christ, I've heard you say this 1,000 times.
You know what?
Please stop talking about your girlfriend who had a brain tumor.
kick him. Kick him. Kick him, I dare you.
Okay, I'll leave. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye. Goodbye, my lords. Whoever you are, I'm still doing the quietest Let's Play ever. This is not an ASMR, because ASMRs are for chickens. Okay? Okay. My name
Now, Olasmi, can I speak?
Sure, but I have to put my microphone really close to my speakers, so if your ears break, it's not my fault.
Miles, oh my god, I hate you. If I could, I would hang you.
Oh, dude,
basically, guys, the rules are simple. There are two monsters. Basically, guys, here are the rules. There are two people running and two people trying to survive. Basically, they're trying to avoid death by two hunters now. If they die in the process within 10 minutes, that's basically the game over. And I'm trying to have Sir Robot Miles stop trying to murder me, because, you know, I need to be at full health, but he decided, hey, I'm going to take away some of Plus 37's health to be a nuisance. So I'm going to go look for E to see if he has any hidden blessings he can give me. Since, you know, I have like no health left.
Sadly, I don't have any hidden blessings.
And I forgot they seed the world, so I'm gonna die. A horrible, horrible death by the two jailers. For a second there.
don't worry, my dude. I said. One more time. Don't worry, my dude. Are you kidding me? You better move.
The Slippery Shinobi. I have to wait for them to summon me. You idiot. I know where you live. I will come to your house and eat your chicken Alfredo.
No, anything but that.
Because that is special. Alright. Alright, you guys, so may I continue explaining? Now, the rules are basically just There are two people trying to survive. There are two people trying to kill the survivors. Now, the people trying to run cannot use overkill weapons, such as such as things like curved great swords or even ultra great swords, because they're trying to survive. So it's basically a game of run and hide, which can only hide for such a certain amount of time. Now, your HUDs need to be shut off, because if someone gets poisoned or they take fall damage, we will be able to see them. But if our HUDs are turned off, we are less liable to see where anyone is at, therefore making the game much harder for us all, but also
Excuse me,
easier for the
sir.
runners.
May I
Yeah.
say something to the one person that is watching?
Yes.
Listen here, Mr. Shinobi. Your mom sucks. Don't say I suck. When the last video you made, your video quality was worse than mine. So shut up, you imbecile.
Get ready.
Okay.
Now, also, I'd like to do some story time. Awasami, may I?
It depends. Now I have two people watching.
I don't care, just let me explain my story. So, basically, you guys, may I? This is more of a personal life story, so it's
I
actually going
kinda
to be
don't
kind of
care.
emotional.
No.
Basically, a little while ago, when I was about 9, I was in a private school, and there was usually one girl I would bully, and I swear to God, she had the longest pink hair ever, and that's the only reason why I bullied her. I swear to God, it didn't get out of my way. But basically, I used to bully her a lot, and it eventually made me feel bad. Miles, I'm explaining story time right now. But basically, I would usually bully her, and I was a jerk to her. Now, eventually one day, my principal called me in the office. He's like, such and such, we can't have, now I'm only saying such and such because I prefer you guys not know my actual name. So, I'm only saying such and such due to the fact that I prefer that my name is only known by the people in the party.
Say your username.
No,
No, I'm not gonna say my username.
CJ's much easier to pronounce.
I would just call myself G. I don't really know that. But basically, I was calling the office, and the principal was like, G, listen, we can't continue this anymore here.
Mom, could you
You keep causing problems, and if you cause any more, we're not going to be able to put up for you, and just, you need to stop bullying people. And if I could stop getting hit, that would be lovely. I'm about to start, like, tearing away at someone's health through being HP with Smoke's Great Hammer. Basically, a little while ago, there was someone I liked, and, you know, well, not really someone I liked, but I would bully her a lot. So, eventually, one point, I was eventually, like, sitting at lunch one day, gripping my hand to the point where it was bleeding. Now, before I continue on, I've explained this to everyone in very different ways, and some I have not told the whole story to. But it's basically just, who is going to the bathroom? Okay, anyway, basically, I was sitting at lunch one day, gripping my hand to the point where it's bleeding, and, you know, she comes over and sits across from me on the lunch table. Now, I'm asking her why would you want to come sit over here with someone as rude and hurtful as me, and she just, it was funny, she didn't even put up with me. She said none of that really matters, just came over to see what was wrong. And the more and more I opened up, the closer and closer she started sitting me until she was sitting directly next to me. Now, at that point, I was saying, why would someone ever want to be friends with someone like me? I'm a rude, hurtful, and downright just atrocious person. And then I was told that someone is not judged by who they are in personality, but who they are in heart. Just because someone acts a certain way does not mean that that's how they really are. They could be the most cruel person ever, but then they have a heart of gold.
ETS.
What? Permission. Access denied for now. Oh, I'm gonna continue though.
Wait.
No, say
Can
what
you
you're
tell
gonna
us
say.
story?
Yes, I will tell you a story. I told you a little bit of it, but I will continue the rest. But basically, we would usually sit together at lunch then, and she would usually sit directly next to me now. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. One day though, for the private school I was at for Valentine's Day, they had like this little dance, and everyone there was dancing and all that. I was sitting there just watching, seeing all those happy smiles, and I was telling myself, well, one of those days I'll finally smile. And I'm gonna say her name. I forgot to tell you her name. The name of the girl was Lilith, and she comes up, walking up to me, bright red outfit, mainly like a dress, and I was in speechless. I mean, it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. I still have mental images of it as well. Now, along with her really long pink hair that came down to her waist, it was absolutely beautiful. I mean, there was one time I kind of felt like someone was actually taking interest in me, which no one has ever really done. Yeah. I mean, some people would probably not think that about me. Believe me, I'm probably one of the most boring people someone could meet. I have a short temper and all kinds of other stuff, but basically, she asked me if if I was dating anyone, and I told her, no, I'm not really that lucky. Now, like I said before, now you guys, like I said before, I explain this to you guys in different ways because I can remember every detail, but some details I remember after forgetting other details. It's a very complicated process. Basically, it's like hearing the same story but in different ways with the same details. Basically, she ends up asking me if I would like to dance. Now, we were dancing for quite some time, and we eventually got to slow dancing. Now, here's the thing, she had no idea how to slow dance, and it was the most adorable thing ever. I mean, she was... it was the most adorable thing ever. I mean, it was adorable and just downright silly, and I loved it. I mean, she was trying her hardest, and yeah, I get that. I mean, because even so, it's still nice when you have someone in your life who you can closely relate to. But it's even more heartfelt whenever you whenever the person gets more and more human on the inside than you do anything, because you feel like you have a heart, and when you feel like you have, she was practically blushing, and a few times I had to catch her from falling, so it was really funny as well. But at one point, this is a few days past that, well, actually, no, I forgot to mention that she ended up saying, like, right before we end up all being done without that day, that she really, really liked me. And I'm standing there shocked as to how she could like me. And I'm saying that's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. And I mean, along with that, it's just, like, I was so emotional as well. Because basically, I was all speechless and whatnot, and it was a magical moment. But basically, now, a few days after, we ended up figuring out her parents, and her parents moved next to us. So I was really excited because since we had started dating, the person I was dating was going to move right next to me, and I would be able to see her every day. And that was really nice, too. But basically, it's... basically, we eventually end up, sometimes after school, she would come over to my house, and I also never told you guys this, but I was not very smart back then, and she was a little bit smarter than me, because I had kind of bad grades, but also kind of good grades, so I would usually ask help with things with like math and social studies and all that kind of stuff. And it eventually got to the point to where, like, I got really good at them. Now, one day, basically, well, a few years ago, if I can recall, about 4 years ago, there was a really big storm that wiped out like a lot of power within the state of Ohio, which is where where I live. And it was absolutely mind-boggling how it even did that. But we were without power, and I heard a really loud crashing sound. I look out our downstairs window, and I see there's a tree collapse down on this house. So I'm spazzing out, like freaking out, and so basically I rush to our door. My parents like get up and rush as well to make sure they're okay. And the moment I open the door, she's basically standing there. And the moment I open the door, she just like freaking kept like pretty much throws herself into my arms. And she's like tears going down her face. She's crying, she's shivering, and she's also like fidgeting really badly because she got scared. And I mean, yeah, I get it. She was all kind of scared and whatnot, and it's just. But basically, that night, we were sitting there talking for a little while. She was all scared and all that, and I was trying to calm her down. I didn't know how, so I kind of just kept telling her. We're sitting down talking, and eventually she calmed down a little bit, but she was still really, really shaky from what had happened. I mean. Because, I mean, she ended up with post-traumatic stress disorder afterwards, which is basically like, certain things trigger that memory in their head for that, and reminds them of what had happened. And it scares them, and it can actually mess that person really big. It's hard to put in words. I'm in health class right now in 8th grade, and it's still mind-boggling to me. Basically, we eventually end up being really just relaxed that night. She was sitting there, I was too, and I mean she was still a little bit shaky, but I don't know, I want to be Artorias. I know. Basically. So, where was I at, you guys? I lost my place. Where was I at? I lost my place.
She slept through that night.
No, we were, so basically, we were relaxing that night, and we eventually went to bed. Now, her parents were sleeping downstairs, and she had sat downstairs on the ground for a while, which really upset me. I mean, she didn't have to do that, so she even said coming in my room after like 30 minutes, like, she taps my shoulder, and I'm like, what? Basically, she's asking if she can lay down, and I tell her yes, but instead of laying down, she just like sits at the side of the bed, and I end up like almost halfway awake, and I'm like, you could lay down, I don't really care. Because I mean, I have a twin-size bed not really twin-size bed, but I had a bed that was big enough for 2 people at the time.
Sorry for the bag sound. I'm eating chips.
Yeah, no. But basically, guys, it was to the point to where, like, now that night, she'd eventually end up laying down, and now, what's funny is the next morning I woke up, I felt something on me, and it was her with her arms and her legs wrapped around me. And she had an adorable smile on her face. Like, I chuckled a little bit, too. It was absolutely adorable. And she ends up waking up, but the first thing she does is she kind of pulls away from me at first, and then her cheeks are, like, blushing red. And basically, it's like her whole face was red. It was the most adorable thing ever. But, yeah. Basically, oh, Jesus, it's Jason Bourne.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne. I did not know.
I did not know that Gwen was actually the Jason Bourne.
No. Anyway, back to my story. Now, for any of you who, if anyone does watch this stream and they think I'm lying, this is actually all true at one time. Gwen, I swear if you backstab me. Gwen, don't.
I won't backstab you on Steam.
basically, at one point, we were, like, it was, I don't even think it was in the morning, but I believe it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. And she was like, she was really, really surprised with me. About all she would really wear to bed, because I'm gonna say, you guys, she was very busty. Like, she was always 1 year older than me, so she looked like she was freaking 17.
Listen, bro,
Just to give
stop
you,
stuttering and speak English.
well,
I will
if
kick
I
you.
stutter, that's not me. But, like, there is no way I'd be lying or if I'm stuttering, because just let me tell the story, please, okay?
Excuse me.
But basically, we eventually, like, I think it was 4 in the morning, if I remember correctly. But she's just like, we're basically talking, and I'm telling her there's nothing wrong with that. And she, like, before, I can't remember, but I eventually go back to sleep. But I distinctly remember, right as I was falling asleep, she ends up putting her arms and legs back around me and smiles again. That's right before I pass out and go back to sleep. So basically, we're laying there, it's turns morning time, and the first thing is, like, my mom and dad were downstairs, and it's just, I don't know, it was nice. Because, I mean, they basically respected me. The fact that I was someone I liked. But basically, now, a few days, the next morning, we helped get everything out of her house, just so we could, well, just so they could get any valuables out of their house, so like, maybe repair any damage done to the house. But eventually, at one point, we helped get all the valuables out of their house, and anything they might want. And the first thing that happens is, well, the first thing that happens is, oh my god, I'm getting so stuttered up right now. So basically, like, we basically just end up, like, I help her get all her valuables out of her house and all that, yada yada yada. And it's just, like, oh, Jesus Christ, Jason born. 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 Jason born.
Just more.
Oh, Jesus
Guys,
Christ,
come
it's
on, sit over
Simone.
here. Guys, come on,
It's Simone.
guys, come here,
Yeah,
let's sit over here.
story time. Story time. Can I stop being Einstein?
It's story time. Shut up, I'm trying to listen. Go.
I know. But basically, what did I wanted to say? So, we helped get all the valuables out of their house, and we were lucky we did, because a few days after, what did I say? It was about like 2 or 3, maybe? Basically, about 2 or 3 days after, I hear a really loud, like, crashing sound, so I go outside to see what's wrong, and that tree that crushed like half of their house, also put a, really freaking big hole in it. And not only did it do that, but it also, like, brought half the tree down. Not half the tree down, but it brought down half the whole house.
Dude, go over there. Over there.
No, I'll do this.
Yeah, you trick him. We'll go over here.
So basically, I was saying, oh Jesus, guys, I'm really low in health. I'm gonna die.
No, you can trick him. You can act like you're friendly. Dude, come here. Come here, come here, come here, come here. E, come here and hide.
But basically, guys, I'm like, we're sitting there talking. Now, in the moment, I hear her, like, I hear the house, like, break down. I'm thinking, oh, I think she probably got crushed, so I'm, like, freaking out and check to make sure she didn't die, so I'm really scared and all that. And then she comes out and she asked me what I'm scared about, and, like, because I was really panicked about it. So basically, I'm checking to make sure he's alright, and it's just like, basically, I'm panicking about it and all that.
Dude, get back.
But basically, like, she just runs up to me, tells me, calm down, I'm alright, and I'm like, tears going down my face because I thought she had been crushed to death for me. She was basically kind of like the center of my life because I cared for her quite a good bit, and it was a horrifying thought to think about her being crushed by all that.
We do know you have Estes.
Yeah, I got Estes now, so I was able to heal. I can't jump though. Basically, like she ends up having me go back inside, and yeah. Now, guys, you're gonna actually kind of get this part. We were walking home from school. Now, a little while before all that, though, she told me there was someone she dated beforehand. She broke up with him purely due to the fact that he was a very abusive person. Like, if she would be subject to physical abuse and pretty much torture. And I mean, I was so disgusted about it. So we were walking home one day, and we were almost turned the corner, and I get hit upside the head with a, what did I say, pipe wrench?
Yep.
Yeah, but I get hit upside the head with a pipe wrench. Now, I thought I was dying at that point because my vision was fading. I thought I was dying, and like just my heart was racing. So I thought I was dying. So I was spazzing out really badly, thinking I'm never gonna see her again, and I'm never gonna see my family again. But lo and behold, apparently the same person I got hit in the head with a pipe wrench was her original boyfriend, and actually raped her at a time. Wait, that's why she broke up with him, because, like, he forcibly raped her in her, like, basically, he held her down, and because she told me no matter how loud she screamed that day, no one heard her. And basically, she had PTSD from that as well. She's so traumatized by it, so. Basically, she was really, like, really scared that, because I could hear her, like, yelling for me as I was like, as my vision was going, and I started trying to look for her, and it was just, I mean, it was like, so, now this kid must not really been thinking straight, but after like 4 to 5 minutes of me being knocked out, I wake back up. And at that point, I'm just like, it's just like, I woke up and all that. I'm unconscious again, and it's like, okay, guys, if I'm stuttering a lot, it's because one of my friends is trying to freaking kill me. Chasing me with fists.
Dude, it was a joke. I'm not chasing you anymore. I'm just trying to listen.
Okay. Basically, it's like, just like, hey, I don't know what we're gonna do, but the moment I start hearing her like yell and all that, I know what's happening. So it was raping her again, and I was just like, I plunged my head still in my hands, and I saw barbed wire. It was like serrated barbed wire and also this little pipe wrench. Instead of putting the barbed wire, and I wrapped it around like this. My hand was bleeding. I was blood in there, and I lost eventually all sort of nerve in my hand because I probably cut a few nerves in my hand. Not really nerves in my hand, but it just felt like I was beyond pain at that point where I had gone numb. But basically, there's the point to where I was trying to not go insane, but I snapped. I took barbed wire, wrapped it around my hand, and I eventually got up. I found him. I grabbed his arm and I started beating him to death. Now, the question, when do we start the game? Well, as soon as the walking lifted. that day. But I had become one that was pretty much bound on protecting it. But no, don't do Spotify
Did you sign down on top of the on
because
top of the
you guys
building?
are streaming and you'll get copyrighted for that.
No.
Guys,
Well, how do you know we are?
I thought we were doing a.
Listen, I don't want another copyright strike.
Oh, just mute him then. Philosophy, just mute him.
That's a good idea. Mm-hmm. Hold on, give me a minute. I'm gonna look at my stream just to see how good it is. Yes, it is still, but you stopped, so I stopped, and I didn't know what to do. Get your mic as close to your face as possible.
basically, I ended up, like, we ended up being because our parents, now, they told us, like, you're not going to actual eat, so you might need to make yourself some food while we're gone. Now, Will actually knew how to cook. I mean, she could cook steak. She could cook, you know, when she put it like that. She was all about starting up to us. I was there right now. And I mean, that's the main problem. I mean, she was extremely intelligent. I mean, you know, someone who has intelligence capacities, a very special thing. Because what he gives me, what the other lacks, the other can make up for, and it makes them really despair. And now, basically, we end up being home alone for the most day. Now, you guys know where this is going, so yeah, if you guys all know where this is going, say yes.
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 Wait, if we don't find us.
Oh dear. Well, that's right. I never told Miles this, but basically, she ended up like sitting with me, but not really sitting with me, so just basically,
It's not
she
awkward
sits on
because
me.
there's literally no one watching my stream.
I know. But basically, she's like a very busty girl. She probably had a D or double D size cup, I believe. Yeah, she at least had double D. And while it was difficult to not stare, I did my best not to. And whilst at the same time, we're basically just wait, lost me. You have E unmuted, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But basically, she sits on top of me, and I mean like in the way you would, that some creeps would want to go to sit on them. But basically, she ends up sitting on me, and I'm like, what are you doing? And she just starts shaking her head. So my head at that point is like, what's going on? Now I'm gonna tell a kind of shortened version of this because the full version is like, oh, yeah, no, you don't even, I don't really think people want to hear the full version. Like, even if someone does watch this, I don't think they want to know what the full version is. I don't think Miles wants to know either.
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
Yeah, I
yeah,
do.
oh dear Christ, you asked for it then.
Oh my god, they can actually have... It's an echo, but it works.
What?
Hey
My
guys,
microphone, it's an echo,
do you
but
guys
we can still hear your voice.
Okay,
do
that's
you
good.
guys have an extra pair of
Oh, for the one person watching, this is the quietest live stream
In
ever.
Dark Souls.
While playing the most
I need the
angriest
gloves and
game ever.
legs. Ow. Jesus
Sorry.
Christ.
I don't have the I'm sorry stone, so I don't really have any way to apologize. Hold on, wait. Here. I do have a way to apologize. Don't hit me.
How do you do that
Here,
again?
Miles. Miles, here.
Oh my god, you are my savior.
Actually, hold on. I actually just gonna give you these because I have a bunch of these in my storage box.
Wait, I'm putting on.
Those are not for you, those are for Miles.
God, you better love those.
But basically, she ends up sitting on me, and she just moves her hips ever so slightly side to side.
How do you do that, guys?
And you know, I'm asking her like, what are you doing? She's just being like, she's not saying anything, but I know she was listening. But what she's gonna be doing is kind of normal for her. I mean, she's like the human equivalent of a succubus. And if any of you know what a succubus is, you know things are gonna get very weird. Very weird. But basically, like she's just sitting there moving her hips on me, and as much as I hate to admit it, I was kind of enjoying it. But you know, in a loving way. We were dating for almost 2 years at this point.
Show me how to do that. I will kill you.
And I mean, I think we were dating a few years. We were dating for a few years afterwards. You press L1 miles. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
L. Stupid. Anyway, but basically, like, we're sitting there talking, and I'm just like, Miles, oh my god, I had to freaking kneel, douchebag. But basically, like, she's sitting there moving her hips on me. Now, eventually, at one point, this is where things get real uncomfortable. So, any of you who are easily turned on this kind of stuff, you're just good. Oh, yeah, that's right. Warning. This contains somewhat adult content. Actually, this does get kind of sexual. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's Jason Bourne. I fell. But basically, she's like moving her hips and moving her hips back and forth on me. Like, she's basically sitting on my leg.
Why is that so funny? Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne. I fell.
It's funny because
I know, it's funny. It's funny due to the fact that you're not, that it's not even funny. That's why it's funny.
I get a backstab now.
Miles. He got that dish track.
Wow, that wasn't a backstab, but you got your damage. Now screw off. Now basically, you guys, like, we're all...
My
like,
sign is
like, she's
down
being all...
on the rooftop.
Okay, she's being, like, all lovey. She's giving all kinds of attention and whatnot, and it's like, I'm kind of turned on by this. What? What?
I will kill you.
I need Estes so I can do this properly, so casualties are necessary. Now basically, she's all
I bet the one guy watching is like a really old guy, and he saw the what I named my video, and he's just like, crap, I'm gonna go sit in my basement and masturbate to this kid's story.
Wait, what did you name it?
Dark Souls 420 Blaze It with sort of ASMR.
But basically, like, can I continue, guys?
Look, I see him.
Guys, can I continue? Basically, she's all lovey on me. She basically, it's like she was giving me a lap dance. Now, all that I did not really mind all that much, but at the same time, it was to the point where, like, it got kind of uncomfortable, but I knew it was still, like, it was her being normal. Like, and she was being really lovey and all that, and it's just like, even so, and I mean, it was still really nice. But, and then it was the point to where, like, it was a real turn on, really. Okay, I'll watch behind the music. Stop for a moment, please. Like, I'm gonna
Do
need
you
you to not.
have any healing miracles? Because I have almost no health.
Chase me.
You can heal. You have
Okay.
Estus. Exactly, I'm not wasting my healing miracles on you. But basically, you guys allow me to get back to my story, please. But basically, it's to the point where, like, she's being all lovey on me, and eventually, it's gonna sound really weird. Miles, Miles, how are you reacting to the story so far?
I don't really care.
Well, things are about to get weird.
Oh, they're about
And
to
they're
get
about
tricky.
No, they're about to get effed up.
How do you like this? Now you'll never get in.
Oh, you want my dude? Oops. Oh. Can you stop? Yeah, you better move. You better move. You better move. Yeah, that's what I thought. You better
Basically,
move.
but basically, it gets to the point to where it's like she's all lovey and everything. She's basically giving me lap dance, and I get very turned on by this. It's very, very sexual in a way. And
Oops, sorry.
while I do not mind it, it's just
I don't know what's happening and I'm scared. Oh my gosh, you guys kill me. Guys, please, stop. I have no idea what's happening and I'm scared. I'm literally terrified. Let's go humans. Oh, there's no one. Let's see this epic battle.
But basically, you guys, I'm turned on by this and all that, and it's just like it's really nice for me. Wow, fight dishonorably because I'm not full health, you absolute cunt.
Oh no! Wrong person!
But basically, it's the point where like I'm turned on by all this. I mean, she's being really loving and all that, and like I'm enjoying myself. But it gets to the point where it gets kind of weird. Basically, she's like all kinds of loving on me. Now at one point, back to what I was saying, she takes her hand, she starts at her knee. Now she starts at her knee, and she starts working my hand up her leg until the point where I am pretty much groping her. My hand's on her wrist. I have no idea what's going on. And I ask her what you're doing, and she says nothing. It's just normal. And so I knew it wasn't normal, but for her it was now. If anything was what influenced this known, but basically, we're like, she's pretty much like having me like correct. She's having me correct my eyes, or they leave her. And like I'm like basically at this point I've got yeah. You wanna finish my sentence for me, Eve?
You've got a real hard one there, don't you?
Yeah. At that point I was like really clicking hard from it.
Will you like Hell the Rock Johnson?
What the
Even
fuck?
harder.
That is
Even
just not
harder.
even normal. What kind
I
of
was even harder.
insane person would say that?
I was even harder than Havel. I was even harder than Havel the Rock
Listen
Johnson.
here.
I
I'm
was harder
harder
than
than a
I
Bloodborne
was harder.
character.
I was harder than titanium.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
But basically,
What do you say
like,
is key?
now eventually, at one point, you
This is the
guys,
one loud
she
part I
starts
get
like,
to have, okay? It's Saturday, my dudes.
Shut up. Don't make me put on the song Shut Me Up.
My sign's down.
I didn't get any S's for killing you.
Well, you didn't get it. Well, I know I got X's for killing him, though. Basically, I'm sitting there. I'm all kind of like turned on by this. I'm like, yes, 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 yes. And it gets to the point to where I'm like, I basically turned into a pervert at this point. But there was that little part of me that did not care because I was enjoying myself. Now, at one point, he decides, hey, I'm going to take both of my love's hands and put them both on my thighs, move them up to my breasts, and then down to my thighs. Oh yeah. Things got weird. Like, they almost got 50 Shades of Grey weird.
Oi, mate, you wanna die?
Actually, they kind of did get 50 Shades of Grey weird.
No, let me heal. No, but stop. I wanna kill him. Yeah, heal up, dude. Heal. You have permission. You have permission to heal.
Basically, like, she's like, basically, like, giving me a lap dance. Stop, I'm telling a story.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, basically, I've basically felt everything from her thighs to her freaking breasts. And I have to say, ooh, I was very turned. I was very turned. I was very turned on by all of that. And I mean, basically, it's like, ooh, I'm very turned on by this. I like this. I mean,
Where can I get a dark sword?
Right here, I can give you one.
No, don't get it to him because he'll cancer spam us to death.
No, I just want one because that's the only weapon I don't have.
Well, you do R1 spam. You don't need a dark sword.
Please let me have a dark sword.
No.
Listen, I'll show my face for the rest of the live stream if you let me have a dark sword.
We're not getting either of my dark swords. They're both plus 10.
I don't want your dark sword. You can keep your dark sword. I want a dark sword from Miles. Where I live, it's raining really hard right now. Like, as hard as Cluck in the story, okay?
Dude, finish the story.
Oh yeah, so.
Give me a dark sword.
Basically, she's like all on. She's basically like bending her back at this point, putting her ass clear up on the bed, and just stroking up and down and up.
I can't hear you.
But basically, oh my god, her ass is like moving on the deck, up and down, back and forth, and it's like, And like, we were on.
Bro, my mom just walked in my bathroom door and came in my room and looked at me and was just like, is he telling him about a porn story or not?
Yeah, you want to have anything like out of your room for this?
Like my front door is shut, but my bathroom door isn't.
How is your bathroom door in here? And shut your front door and turn your bathroom door.
So like, I have my front door, and then I have my bathroom door, and then I have another door leading into my room.
But basically, it's like, I am really hard. I'm enjoying myself.
I'm gonna plug in my headphones.
That's my
Headphones are plugged in. This sounds pretty flippin' good.
he's working it. It did feel good. It felt better, but like, okay. I'm gonna ask you, how many of you guys are hard right now?
Not me. I have my own girlfriend. I don't need to worry about your old one.
Okay, I'm getting you because you're like very annoying.
No, he's using his tempers now, so his tempers are really explosive.
I'll move it further away from my mouth if you want me to.
Yes, please.
Is this better?
Yeah, that's better. Basically, here's the thing that lost me. She was horny, she was always holding me, and I was always listening to the body, so I was even if I tried to look in the eyes. There are a few times when I literally she just let me go for it. It's the heck of it. Oh, Jesus Christ. I was close. Basically, but I'm enjoying myself. She's like, she's turning me on, like big time. And I don't know what was in my silver head that I'm like, don't stop moving now, I'm enjoying the game. And it gets to the point where instead she goes upstairs, she leaves into the bikini, and comes down. And I tell you, I saw down soon. Oh my. I'm serious. I'm like, ooh, those for me.
Now listen, I'm gonna make this a little retarded now. All I can think of right now is you saying and looking at her and be like, damn titties. What is wrong with me?
That isn't really going to my head at that point.
No, all I can think of is you looking up at her, you're just like, damn titties.
Like, she's really seduced to that. She's like, and I was like, leaving. Miles, can you stop trying to kill me? I meant to
hit me, so now I'm gonna hit you.
I meant to kick you.
No, you don't kill me.
Yes, but that's all you do is trying to hit me. I have one Estes.
I don't have any Estes.
You deal me for this hit him, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
There, happy.
somebody came and liked my video.
But basically, like, she's like moving her body on this point, and eventually, at one point, you know what you don't never want to hear? And like basically turn on. Female breasts, putting them on your crotch.
He is live streaming this.
Yeah, I don't care.
I'm sure he has viewers.
Oh,
Let me look at his live stream.
Hey, Eve, you have viewers. E434. E4345632.
Heroes like the Avengers protect the world from physical dangers.
E4345632, can you respond, please?
We're safeguarded against more mystical threats. I'm ready.
He has no one watching.
Doctor.
God. But they say I'm turned on by this. I'm like, cause you know what I was doing?
Now I do.
You know what was happening when she was doing that? Not only was I hard, but I'm not even gonna say that. You guys are gonna get really weirded out from that.
No, he's no one watching.
But basically, I'm turned on by this. Like, I'm saying, please bend over, please bend over, please bend over. I'm trying not to be a pervert as much as possible. she's like really seductive, like speaking really and voice, and I'm like, boner as hard as got a boner as hard and as big as the sun. And Miles' character now clapping because of that. Wow. Well done.
Just like that booty.
No, she basically took her. She basically, like, I eventually was like, you know what I did? I was wearing shorts at this time too, so I took a real ass on me. Especially the fact that how, like, detailed, nice. Like, she oiled her legs, her thighs, and her ass, like, before getting that down. And she also did that with her tits. So every part of her was like really slippery. And it felt, I can't really explain this, but it felt amazing. That I was able to her real good for this. And basically, I was like, it's just his simple things, like simplest things are, like not even the most things. Because I was turned on by this majorly. But yeah, seeing how like eventually, what she did was she took a dress, she pushed them against my body, and she kept moving up and down. And I was like, yes. Oh my god, yes.
Why do you make it sound like you're like you sound like you're in a porno, just like, oh fuck yeah, take it, yeah.
That's a simple. Okay, you know what was happening? A feeling was happening down below that I forgot to talk about.
The nether regions were happy at the moment.
What the heck, Miles? Douchebag. No, you're not getting S. You know why? Because here's the thing. Screw you. But she's like a heel on her eye. And I'm like pulling her hot ass away from me and pulling it back to me. And it's like, it's just like, there was that part of me saying, ask her to stop. No, that's not me saying, ask her not to stop. I was on my side of me saying, ask her to stop, not stop. And then at one point, she is like really getting into it. You know what she does instead?
I hate when people ask that because I don't know what she did. I don't know who she is. Okay.
I do think she is amenable to something like this. And this is like basically praising her was an option. But basically, she like giving me a personal dance. Now we went out for about 2 hours, so it was like maybe 5 p.m., 5 in the afternoon, and she was still doing this with me. And we started at around 3 o'clock.
Christ almighty, you lucky son of a gun.
Yeah. Hey. Your girlfriend that nice to you?
No, the nicest thing she'll give me is a slap on the face and hug my balls into her face.
Oh no. She would slap me in the face. There was one time when I honestly said something and she thought was so stupid. And she thought it was she also kind of annoyed at it. But she backhanded me and it left a really red mark. Like it was like hell. It was painful, and it was essentially like getting slapped by concrete.
Listen here, my girlfriend is like the equivalent of Sakura in real life.
You do realize she... Okay, there's that. She does. She's running. She did run anymore. No. I'm saying information that you don't know anyway.
Yes. I'll be right back.
Fine.
No.
Yes, she would run. She would run anymore. She was incredibly little. Wow, nice though. Nice.
Mine is better. Trust me, without a doubt, mine is way better.
She was skinny though. She was chubby.
My girlfriend has some chub to her, and her mom really likes me.
Exactly. Chubby. Mine was fit.
I said some chub, and don't call my girlfriend chubby, or I will call her and she will come over here and roast you, cause she knows how to roast. She learned from the master. My girlfriend chubby, cause she gets really angry when people call her chubby or fat.
My girlfriend was really skinny. I mean, she was skinny, but...
Like hourglass figure skinny, or like twig skinny?
But she was a healthy amount of skinny, and that was attractive because, I mean, you could really see, like, the thickness in her thighs, especially, like, the size of her breasts. Because, I mean, because when we were doing this, I was feeling guilty, and she was a really fine girl. But basically, we did date for 2 weeks anyway, so this did not affect her in any way.
What didn't?
No, I've been dating for 2 years and have been all this.
That hurt. Sir, please stop. Can you not, sir? Could you not with that bullcrap? I will find where you live and I will eat your mom whole like a demon. No, I'm talking to the stupid demon who keeps shooting his bullcrap at me.
What is it? I don't remember this right now. Because I can remember this. I can remember exactly how this all happened.
I have a boner because my controller is vibrating on my balls. So it's like I'm fighting and it's just like grrr, and it's just like, I don't know why, it feels nice. Oh no, my laptop shut off. I need to play my stream or else it's gonna shut off and I'm not gonna be able to tell anything. That's a big chunk of stream that I missed.
I can remember exactly.
Oh, there you go.
Why was that going so badly?
I don't know, my TV, that's when I still had my flippin' mic on my TV still on.
Basically, like, now eventually at one point, like she was moving her hand up the side, and then having to go under and feel her ass. I'm not right, the rest, I'm telling you the full story, the full story is kind of up. Okay?
Ooh, that hurt. That really hurt. Sorry for interrupting the quietest Let's Play. Not Let's Play, but, you know, live stream on Earth. Oh, okay. The nether regions were, Jason born that day.
Not really, basically my baby. It's taking white stuff down your nose.
Whoa, bro, I didn't know an ocean could grow down there. Well, I did that twice a couple days ago, so.
What?
My girlfriend. You faggot, you thought I was masturbating.
Not really. That's just what I said. What you do. Don't call me faggot again.
I won't. I just thought you thought I was masturbating.
Psychopathic. You have no idea I've survived and been through my lifetime. And I can say I've been through a lot, I'm still alive to say that.
Nope, you haven't been through worse than me. I've had my father slap my mom in the face, and I've watched my mom be raped by my father. So,
okay, listen, I've had an entire limbs lost. I've had my skull cracked.
What limb did you lose, sir? Tell me now, what limb did you lose?
I lost my entire middle finger, half my upper arm, part of my index finger and my thumb, and I had to have an entire wrist replacement with titanium because it was pretty much shattered, and I had two kneecaps.
You know, like the tip of your pinky? Yeah, mine is cut off. Like, completely, like it's gone.
But do you have any limb replacements?
Yeah, I have one in my knee because I'm really fat, and so, like, it snapped.
Okay. Here's the thing. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And, oh yeah, that's right. Not accounting for my post-grade metal fucking rib cage. Rib cage. I have 8 metal replacements. You wanna...
Christ, mate, just chill. Chill, mate. I'm just joking. Just chill, mate. Just chill, mate. I'm gonna need you to stop right there and chill, mate, okay?
Can I speak, please?
Sure, mate.
Stop with the accent.
Alright, peace. I can't even finish a sentence, but I'm gonna stop the accent now because I sound like a faggot.
You really do. And that's not funny, you want? Because I'm English. I take offense to things.
You don't talk like it.
That's because it's not my actual voice.
Then show me your actual voice, mate.
Okay, let me stop showing my actual voice. This is my actual voice. Fuck, I'm...
It's not. You're such a liar.
No. Oh, wow. That's calling me a liar. This is piece of shit. No one ever believes me. Oh, you missed what happened to you. You were never born in dog, you piece of shit.
Christ, I wasn't talking about your stories. I was just saying that it doesn't sound a lot like you.
You parents are 100% American. Everybody lives as 100% American. There is no chance that you are British.
Wow. That's the most offensive assumption I've ever heard in my entire life.
See, this is why I love streaming, because if I forget something, I'll always be able to look back at it.
Fuck. God damn it. All the freaking muscles just tensing on my foot.
Why was that? Oh my god. Oh god, why did he have to do the Superman thing? Why?
I've been talking about one of my story, and guess what? I have to lay that alone, and no one told me.
Well, you've been asking us for like the past 8 years now, so really I have nothing to say. Would you be ashamed if I did have one though? Or would you be angry and try to find where I live and murder me?
Yeah, I actually would. Now, if it was E, I would not care because E is a virgin. I am not a virgin.
Well, I can't say.
I'm not a virgin.
At least we have something in common.
There is a secret in Lurler. We'll keep you our grave. And then until I pass away, I'm the only one left to keep the secret. And it is a very top secret, the fact that we did this.
Well, you kind of just told the secret. Because you told us that you had a secret, so like you kind of just lied to...
I'm not telling him the secret. So.
Oh, I know the secret. I won't say anything. Miles, don't ask. I actually have quite a story to tell after you're done, so... Bro, can you stay up for like another 4 hours?
I sent you the message in that copy. And you keep that to yourself until I rip my head off. Yes. Now you guys have to keep that secret until you either die or I die. Please.
I can't see it. Why can I not see this?
Because you don't deserve to.
One thing we were probably gonna remember, and it doesn't matter now. Eventually, at one point, was after we'd been dating for 3 years. At the end of the 3 years we were dating, October was coming around, and then it was Halloween. We both Halloween, but she ended up going to the hospital one day, or I believe I don't remember what it was. A check some sign lined up, and then it would be but basically. Apparently, she had been diagnosed with a brain tumor. Now, as some of you guys might know, brain tumors can only do so little, or they can cause death. And she was in the hospital for the next few days. I was really scared because I didn't do it at school. She was in her own house after school, and I saw her walking home, and I got so worried. I mean, I pretty much like rushed home every day to see if she was home she was. And like I ended up going to school the next day after I get concerned, and we go end up going there, and the principal ends up calling down the office saying my parents are here. And then I'm like, and I go down to my mom, Dad, what's going on? And then they're like, there's, we can't explain, you need to go to the local hospital. I'm like, what's going on? I am really shaky because I'm scared.
Bro, I'm shaking like the wind is blowing at me. No, I'm shaking like I'm a twig. I'm not even playing, bro. Like, I'm actually scared.
I'm playing, I'm saying, feel it. Basically, she's sitting there in the hospital bed. And like she has tears streaming down her face, like her hands clutched in her chest, under her chest. And I'm like, I asked her parents, I'm like, well, I asked her first, I'm like, well, what's going on? And then she slightly glances at me, but she has tears streaming down her face so bad she can't even speak. So her dad ends up standing up and says, well, she was diagnosed with a brain tumor. And like my heart is I'm like a jackhammer. I'm scared, hoping she'll survive.
Oh crap, I still have my... Oh my god.
I spent 2 entire days.
Hold on, pause. I'll be right back. I have to go put the soda away.
Oh my gosh. Fragments of my life lost. No, my glasses. Okay, Oliver, it's okay, kitty. What's that? More food. Get food here in a minute. Little cat. No, we will. And I kind of want to be wrong this time. Like I'm not gonna attack, but I'm just gonna have a line in your clip just for the heck of it. Like I'm just gonna have one clip just for the heck of it, and I'm gonna be like, I ain't gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna be going on the roof.
I'm back.
Yeah, we're doing the roof things. Miles, you want to meet the bonfire?
How far are you? Or did you keep going, or did you stop?
Well, I need to. I'll stop the story for a minute.
Oh, okay.
But basically, back to the thing. Now, she's like sitting there crying. I spent those 2 days in the hospital with her. I asked my parents if they could get me a leave of absence from school, and they did, thank God. The principal was kind enough to do this one thing for us. So, eventually, at the end of those 2 days, I had to go back home because, well, they were going to see if she was going to make it. It turns out, I get home from school one day, I see that we have mail. So I open the mail, I open it, and basically I get this message, and well, it's from the hospital, and it's in the middle of handwriting. And it said, now, I really gotta guess what it says. I actually need to find the paper. My paper. Okay, it says, Dear G, I know this has been the best 3 years of my life, and the love we had together was not able to. I wanted to say a few things. The time we spent together was special. It wasn't just any sort of like a boyfriend or no boyfriend relationship. It really felt like it was something special. It was more heartfelt than anything, and it was probably the best thing that ever happened in my life. My last boyfriend was awful, but he showed that we can do like things and put in place. But basically, I'm writing this to you now as a sort of goodbye note of Lola. And it's the bottom. Yes, by the time I read this, I might be dead.
It's okay, bro. Don't cry. Seriously, though.
That's basically the story. I've been through hell in my partner. To understand that you're given someone life, and it's going to be taken for you in about 5 seconds.
Christ, bro.
I have every other love letter on my I don't understand. There's two teachers writing me love letters when I was sick. Two writing me love letters, and when I was getting also soon. My parents usually pick her up because I was always too scared.
Bro, do you want us to, like, leave you alone and, like, join in another party later?
No, fine. It's just,
You sound like you need a break.
I'm fine. It's just, I'm fine. Well, yeah, I know that. Yeah, I mean, you're a virgin too. That's it's kind of surprising. Yeah. I mean, I used to be the happiest, most cheery person, but after her death, it's like someone was taken from me.
It almost feels like someone robbed you of something that you can't get back. Right?
Yeah, I feel like God robbed me of that. He took what I had and said, you should put the most important people in your family first. In fact, you know what's funny? I have a pocket watch and a key that's kind of like a key to the embedded from Dark Souls 2, but the pommel of the sword is shaped like a heart. But basically, it unlocks a mausoleum we have her buried in. After we buried her, I wanted her to be buried someplace special, so instead we had pre-built a mausoleum pretty quickly. Like, in the days of the viewing, me and my dad and all my family members used to have, like, built, building constructors. Like, we spent weeks, not really weeks, but like days working on the thing before we got it done. It was a very small mausoleum, but it still took a long time to make. I mean, we stayed up for a few days straight without no sleep or anything. We had food, but that was about it. Because I had to be in charge of measurements and all that. I had to be in charge that everything was sound, and I was performing a lot better because I was doing something for someone I love. And hold on, you guys, if I have it, I will pick up the key that I usually use for her mausoleum, and I'll basically like dig the thing with my finger just to prove you it. Oh, yes, I have it. Come on, pick it up. Here it is. Listen. Now that's not just emblem, because of why?
No, dude. No, they said it's not anything along the road.
Could you guys help with the Dragon Slayer armor?
Yeah, you're right.
Thanks. Miles, just to let you know, I'm not gonna try to diss you or anything, but you're not being as quiet as possible, I can tell. Stupid, yes I am. I'm actually retarded, but listen.
What did you say?
You're not quiet enough. You have to be as quiet as possible, because this is the most quiet live stream on Earth.
Let me stand up. Yeah. I'll help you. I'm in one condition. You saw the message I sent, right? I mean,
Which one? The one? Like the one? Or like a different one? Okay.
Lovely. A very dark kind. Wait, he invited
Dude, are you gonna
me.
put your sign like outside of the Dragon Slayer armor or by the bonfire? The Dragon Barracks bonfire.
I don't have that bonfire, but I want to be able to roleplay through my gameplay. Do my playthrough.
Okay, where are you at now?
I'm at the Profane Capital bonfire. Miles,
Have you
join that game?
defeated every boss, even Aldrich?
Miles, say it again.
1 sec.
Shut up,
No.
there's probably people
I
trying to
haven't
fall
beat all the
asleep to
bosses yet.
this.
Like I said, I have to go through my playthrough.
Do it. I'll play with you soon. Let's do some stuff.
Got it. But I mean, every day though. Wait, he invited you to the chat, right?
Who, me?
Yeah, did he invite you to the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you know right?
Yeah. It said, some very interesting things.
I feel bad about it, but...
You know, I'm gonna keep my microphone inside my shirt. So then I'll have to keep reaching for it. Is this too much?
No, it's fine. Hey, are you gonna end your live stream yet? Because if you do, I'll say something.
Oh, okay. I'll end it at like 10:30. Well, where I live at 10:30. Right now it's 10:10 where I live.
I think it's 1:10 where I live. So it's 1 o'clock in the morning for me.
Ooh. My stream's actually doing really bad right now. It's like the stream status says like bad.
What do you mean bad?
Like if you go to YouTube and you stream, it says bad. Please use keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Currently, keyframes are not being sent enough, which will cause buffering. Current keyframe frequency is 5.0 seconds. Note that the instigation errors can cause GOP. Incorrect GOP. Okay, so I gotta do something about this. I gotta do something. You know what? I'm gonna end the stream now and then start a new one and see how it goes. Here, let me put my mic right next to the TV. Say what you have to say.
Basically, you guys, if you're given some, so this is for any of you who watch this, if you're given something, if you're presented something, take it and accept it for what it is. Don't complain about what you don't have and what you want, but more like be happy for what you do have. Because in life, that's all you're gonna get before it's snatched away from you.
Very motivational. Or not motivational, but what's the word?
Moving.
Moving, that one.
You guys know what? I have a heart of glass.
Like 5 seconds ago, you just said you had no heart.
No, I do, but...
I have a heart of crystal. It could break. It's strong, but it can still break at any moment.
What was that, E?
Wait, I'm almost done. Wait, so like, I could stop my stream right now, right?
Yeah.
Alright guys, thanks for watching the quietest stream ever.
Time clock 37. There have been
And
Robot Miles. 4, 5, 6,
there
3, 2.
was
That's all for today.
That's all for today, guys. See you later. Crap, I can't reach my controller. This is really weird. I don't like this. I'll see you guys next time when I slice into them DMs.